What's up YouTube? Jeff back again today. Another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today, we're talking more about Auto Blocker, which is the new feature that Samsung added with One UI 6.1 that enables some extra security measures inside of One UI. Now, it's been very controversial because they're actually getting sued over this by Epic Games in collaboration. Google and Samsung are both getting sued, as this is seen as a way to kind of circumvent people sideloading third-party apps. Well, now we have some new news that means that Auto Blocker is going to add new restrictions in One UI 7.0, and it's also causing some serious issues with people using Android Auto. So I want to talk about those features today before we get started. Do want to thank my 4-year-old son, Jonathan. We got the whale hanging out over here. Always appreciate him giving us a cool toy for the video. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you check out our website, sammyguru.com, covering the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials. Got a couple of stories here about the Auto Blocker stuff that I'm going to reference in today's video, actually. Cover all that stuff in kind of a breaking news format so you can get the information as it happens. Have a full writing team over there now, so not just me, covering 10 to 12 articles a day, everything you need to know about Samsung. If you're in the US, you can go up here and get yourself a free mystery box. If you order the Galaxy S25 through our links, you get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand as well, other randomly inserted goodies. Put in your phone number or your email, or you can put it in both here. And we send this out, no cost to you. We cover the shipping costs, we cover all the products. We use our affiliate money. That's why you need to use our affiliate link to take advantage of this, to cover the cost of shipping and the boxes. The link will be in the pinned comment description if you're interested. So we have two pieces of news. The first one is the new Auto Blocker enhancements that were made with the most recent update in November are now causing a breakage for Android Auto. Now, we kind of knew this would happen because I talked about this in my previous video on this. Let me just go back and remind you guys. If you go into the settings, scroll to security and privacy, you'll notice if you go down here, you see the Auto Blocker feature. Now with Auto Blocker, the regular version has these measures: blocks apps from unauthorized sources, block commands by USB, blocks malware images, blocks software updates by USB cable. Now you also have the ability to turn on maximum restrictions, which I highly recommend that you leave off because it is very restrictive. And one of the new things that was added in this November update is this one: block USB connections. Other devices cannot connect to your phone using a USB cable. This can prevent others from accessing your data if they have physical access to your device. While this sounds really great, it also makes it difficult to use things that need to pass data back and forth between your phone. And one of those things, as we learned, is Android Auto. Now, I kind of suggested this would happen in the previous video I made, and now we're finding out from a lot of people that this is indeed the case. If you turn on the maximum restrictions feature, you're no longer going to be able to use wired Android Auto. So you can see right here, your Galaxy phone doesn't need any other USB connection, not even wired Android Auto. As such, Android Auto will look broken after the update if you have maximum restrictions on. There's a couple things you can do. First, you can go in there and turn it off, which is what I showed you already. And I highly recommend you do that because in addition to disabling USB connections for anything like Android Auto, it also removes link previews from your images and some other very restrictive things that you probably don't want on for day-to-day use. So if you remove that, you should have no problems. Now, the other thing is, if you have a newer car with wireless Android Auto support, you could use your Android Auto over the wireless connection. This will still work. I did test it with my Audi Q8, and it does work fine. However, if you try to connect it via the wired method, even in these newer cars, it will no longer work because the USB connection will attempt to establish and it'll look broken. And then of course, if you take the wire out and connect wirelessly, it'll work fine. Not everyone has a wireless enabled car though, so this is important to make sure it's off for that particular purpose. Now, Samsung is actually going even further with One UI 7, and we're now hearing about some additional restrictions that will be added to the Auto Blocker in One UI 7.0. So we already know the USB connections will be turned off. We're going to get 3 new features. The next one is 2G networks will be removed and automatic reconnection to non-secure Wi-Fi. So USB connections have already been added. That was one of the features that they announced. The next one is 2G networks. You'll no longer be able to connect to 2G cellular networks at all in the new version. And then Wi-Fi networks, non-secure Wi-Fi networks, you will not be able to auto reconnect to those. So only if you have a password protected network like your home Wi-Fi or your work Wi-Fi that you put in a password to connect, then you can do auto reconnect. So obviously these features are intended for good, but like I said, if you go in here, I would highly recommend that you remove inside of privacy and security the maximum restrictions mode. So for Auto Blocker, can you turn on the regular Auto Blocker? Yes, it's probably fine. I typically leave this off myself entirely. I only turned it on to show this for the video, but maximum restrictions, I think everybody probably wants this off. That's just me personally, unless you don't really know how to use your phone and take appropriate safeguards. Because you can see, look, auto downloading attachments, blocks hyperlinks and previews, plus now it's blocking the wired Android Auto connection over USB. Now the interesting thing would be, what if Samsung makes the maximum restrictions the default when One UI 7 comes out? I highly doubt they will do that, but if they did, that would definitely upset quite a few people. Let me know if you guys are using either the auto blocker regular mode or maximum restrictions. Let me know if you've experienced any issues if you're using maximum restrictions with your Android Auto or other data transfer protocols over USB. Again, very simple to turn it off and fix this issue. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this. One UI 7.0 beta should be coming very soon. I also have some very exciting content on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition, which could be posted before or shortly after I post this video. Again, check out SammyGuru.com, all the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials in real time. Get in on the Mystery Box program here in the US if you're buying a Galaxy S25 device. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.